So we're gonna explain most of the gens, a lot of gens, potentials and potential synergies. The more complicated ones, or at least the ones I find to be more complicated, like Actor Assault, is gonna be the first one we talk about. I typically don't do this simply because, things are subject to change since it's early access, but I did have a request for it, so I will do that. And let's first talk about Actor's Assault. Now, Actor's Assault, basically you're gonna see these two icicle things pop up by your character anytime you're doing like moves. As you can see, if you look very closely, there's like two little block things that happen. Now what actually happens is, I'm going to show later in this clip, well actually right here, I'm actually doing the voiceover before I do the clips. But as you can see, whenever somebody hits me, like when this dude throws a dagger, I do a little extra attack. That's what that actually does. And like another one of the synergies is pretty much on certain moves, like this one, like the charged. It changes your charge basic attack. You can see, like, as I'm charging, those little ice things flicker, and essentially every time you basically hit a counter, it does more damage, does more freeze, something like that. That is like all the synergies with Actor's Assault, but it has to do with hitting those little blocking blocks. Now secondly, with Crystal Moon Assault, this like stun giant AoE thing I'm doing in this clip, long story short, all the synergies with this have to do with this attack getting bigger and doing more damage. Those icicle things I just explained, that's one of the major synergies it has with it. As you cast the move, basically if you get hit while casting it, you do a bigger move. And basically, the Jin's normal attack, the slash, not normal attack, the skill attack, you can cast the slash and immediately cast that move. That's the two major synergies, and nothing else really happens. And one later down the line I'll actually show right here, that as you're casting this, you can cancel it into the blink that like the counter has, and that is probably the major synergies with that. I just realized both of these are called Actor's Assault. One's block and one's key. The block one is obviously the one I was talking about with the counter, and the key one is basically every time you attack, you're gonna see this little flicker every time you sheathe your sword, similar to the block. However, with the flicker, you want to basically use any type of move during the flicker. That is legit all the synergies with this thing. It may seem complicated, you may see lines and lines of text. Basically all it's saying, do a move during the flicker, it gets upgraded. The only thing that really happens that like changes, that you probably have to read and be like, oh, that's how this works, is the guard counter move. If you can see here, I just go back and forth like 5 times because I pressed the basic attack as the flicker happened after a counter. So that's really the only thing that's really talking about. The last one I want to talk about is Actor's Assault Ice, and it's not like you press basic attack then skill. It's kind of like you have to hit them at the same time. What I like to do is slide my thumb from square to triangle. Probably on KBM would be a little bit easier, maybe you had a different mapping on your controller, but long story short, you have to hit everything at the same time, and that is all of its synergy. You basically hit square and triangle with the basic attack and skill at the same time. At the same time is the most important part, because if you're like me, it won't come out if you weren't hitting it at the same time. Yeah, I do think that should answer a lot of the questions you might have with this. If you do have any specific questions, if you comment down, I can easily answer them, because I think I have a general understanding, good understanding of every single thing that happens, but a lot of it is just a lot of text that is kind of unnecessary. Like I said, with the big freeze, you know what I mean. Well, it just gets bigger and it freezes with the one move, this giant AoE. Everything with the counter just enhances the move. With the Actor's Assault key, you just press the button and again, it enhances the move. A lot of the synergies after you understand these basic concepts are actually pretty simple, and they kind of overlap. Like all the ones, it's like, with the moves that slow and moves that freeze, and you get those two potentials. It's like obviously everything just freezes more, it freezes for longer usually. The only one I didn't talk about is the multi-hitting one, where it's like you hit up square or up basic attack and down basic attack. Up basic attack, you get an iframe, down is multiple hits. Same type of deal with like the sheathing, the Actor's Assault block. It pretty much has all the same synergies. So the ones I talked about in today's video is pretty much the core ones. And I also, in like the 5 runs I got, I did not get a chance to get the up basic attack and down basic attack. So I just read over them and that's pretty much what it said. But yeah, like, share, subscribe for more BlazBlue content. Let me know if you want to see anything else on the channel, like maybe some other roguelikes like Ink Shadow or Inkbound, I don't even know what it's called anymore. Maybe some Dead Cells, Hades, XYZ. But yeah, peace.